Inside of Team Roar, we just had one of our most successful trading days. G-Roar ended up going 8 for 8, strategically timing many of the trades towards the exact lows where multiple trades went up multiple 1000% plus. In terms of my own personal trading, I ended up going 3 for 4 on call options only. If you were to combine all of our wins together, it's over 2000% plus. If you were to leave runners and sell those runners in the money, you could have made multiple 1000% plus. We had over 11 wins today and only 1 loss. I'm going to be walking you through all of the massive wins towards the end of this video. First things first, we're going to get straight into tonight's new game plan. Now, before we get into tonight's new game plan, I wanted to quickly go over just one trade that I made on the day. This was the last trade that I made on the day. You guys are well aware that I'm the best in terms of trading during the Power Hour trading session. I'm known as the Power Hour trading king. Now, with that being said, in terms of the trade that I made during Power Hour, it was solely based off of the game plan that I gave you along with the curriculum that I teach you. So in terms of 3:03 p.m., you can see right here, I ended up buying SPY 581 calls at 39 cents a contract. I ended up adding into the loss at 31 cents, adding at 32 cents, and then I ended up selling 80% of the position for a 50% plus return right there at 47 cents a contract. And then I ended up leaving runners to run, selling at 88 cents. Those calls closed 2 points in the money for a strong bullish close to 200 plus a contract. In terms of last night's game plan, I made it very, very clear that the SPY was likely going to crash at 586. As you can see in the pre-market, we had a nice drop towards the 585.50, and then once the SPY went back up, major resistance. Then we had the red, green, red bearish overall pattern. This is the same pattern that I taught you to use in last night's video at the key resistance levels. This is the same pattern that we used during the FOMC to absolutely crush it on puts. As you can see, there was a red, green, red pattern towards those major resistance levels where we were interested in buying puts. I also had explained if you're seeing a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation crack below the previous closing price, we're going to be on track to go to 578.50. In terms of the 578.50 level that I gave you, I made it very, very clear. If the SPY is reacting as a breakout, reacting as a bullish support at this level, and we have a massive breakout, what's going to happen is it's going to try to have a strong bullish close. So if the SPY bottoms at 578.50, or if it bottoms towards the 576 to 577 zone, it's going to try to have a strong close. Meaning once the SPY bottoms at our key level zone with these green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, you let it have a nice breakout and you can miss out on the initial move first. And then if it quickly drops back down to test this previous resistance right here, you buy the break and retest if you see a 30-minute candlestick confirmation. The SPY had a massive sell-off. It retested this previous hours of resistance. It reacted as a support with a strong bullish 30-minute candle wick and a strong bullish 30-minute candlestick close at 3 p.m., which is exactly why I bought these 581 calls, literally towards the exact lows, timing the trade perfectly, using the break and retest strategy at the 578.50 level that I gave you for a strong bullish close, aligned with the daily chart bullish foundation that I gave you in last night's video, which is why I was very focused on buying call options towards these key oversold support levels, right? So I determined the overall level by waiting for the massive breakout. And then once we drop back down to retest that previous resistance to react to support, I noticed there was a 30-minute bullish candlestick confirmation. If you go to 581 calls, as you can see, this is exactly where I got in and alerted the trade in real time inside of Team Roar. You're going to see right here in terms of this overall trade, I got in at 3:03 p.m. This is where I was getting in. This is where I was adding. This is where I was adding. This is where I sold 80% into that 50-cent range. And that's where I sold the runners into the mid 80-cent range. They ended up closing deep in the money 2 points to 200 cents a contract. If you think that's a phenomenal trade, just wait until you see all of the 1000% gains that G-Roar called out in 100% real time. I'm going to be walking you through all the massive wins towards the end of this video. First things first, let's get straight into the money-making information. So in terms of the new game plan, this is what I want you to be aware of heading into the market tomorrow. The daily chart foundation, this is what I'm seeing, right? So if you've been following along, we've been capturing this overall daily chart pattern that started on November 15th of 2024, where the SPY can potentially have a strong bullish week, which is one of the reasons why I was looking for oversold dip buying opportunities to play for the gap that's waiting to fill above at 589.55. So here's what I'm seeing. For the SPY to have a bullish trend day tomorrow, the main factor is a gap up. So if you look right here, this daily candlestick right here, looks identical to this daily candlestick right here. And it's also on a similar daily chart pattern, There is also a gap that is waiting to fill above at 589.50, and the SPY is oversold, and it's in the process of having a gap close reversal to fill the gap above. We reversed the gap right here. The SPY has been reversing at the level where I told you buy calls towards 576.70 ever since, and it's been trying to explode up into the week to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. Based off of the daily chart foundation, for this run to continue heading into tomorrow for a strong bullish trend day, I'm going to be buying call options if we are gapping up. If we gap up and we open up higher than the previous closing price, 582.19, the SPY is going to try to have a strong bullish trend day. Now, in terms of the levels that I'm planning to buy call options for a break and retest, only if we are gapping up, is going to be at the following. Slightly above the previous closing price, which is what I'm going to call 582.50. The next resistance level is going to be right here towards 583.50. Next resistance level is going to be towards 584 to 584.50 zone. Those are going to be the levels where I'm interested in buying call options. Obviously, I'm going to be more interested and focused on the lower levels rather than the higher levels. But if I'm seeing bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations or the perfect, pattern on the 30-minute chart, I'd be willing to try the higher levels. But the main focus is going to be slightly above the previous closing price, in between that 582.50 to 583.50 overall range, right? That's the plan, to buy calls if we gap up. Now, based off of what I'm seeing on the daily chart, it could be a little bit more difficult to trade heading into tomorrow if we're not gapping up. Using the daily chart foundation curriculum, we are always going to want to be using confirmations to confirm that these daily chart foundations are going to continue to repeat themselves, that these overall patterns are going to continue to repeat themselves, right? The same confirmation I used. I waited for SPY to hit one of my key oversold levels. I noticed it had a strong breakout. Once it quickly dropped back down, I noticed there was a bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation confirming that it's a break and retest for a strong bullish close. And I set up a daily chart pattern where the SPY was supposed to close bullish, but I waited for the level, I waited to miss the move first, and I waited for the overall confirmation. Now, in terms of the overall trades, I'm going to be getting into that very, very soon, but this is what I want you to understand in terms of the game plan. It's going to be a tad bit more difficult to be trading based off of this game plan alone heading into tomorrow if we're not gapping up. The easy money making opportunity in one of the best plays I'm seeing is the gap up, where it's very simple and easy to make money, right? It's going to be a bit more challenging and a bit more difficult solely based off of this video to make money if we're not gapping up. So I want to make that clear. I have the curriculum, I have the strategies. Sometimes the market, in terms of a day before in advance, is going to give us very simple, easy money-making opportunities where it's crystal fucking clear. And then there's going to be other times where it's not so simple, which is why you have to be aware in this market. You have to be educated, but you also have to have that awareness in terms of the education, right? Now, with that being said, in terms of the game plan that I'm seeing, this is what I want to bring awareness to. This daily candlestick right here looks identical to this daily candlestick right here. So if we're opening up flat or if we're gapping down, the focus is going to be previous day highs, previous day lows, and slightly below previous day lows. So if the SPY's open up flat or if we're gapping down, especially if we're opening up flat, I'm going to be interested in put options towards previous day highs. 584.50 to 585, bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations if we're opening up flat or gapping down. Now, if the SPY's opening up flat or gapping down, my main level for calls is going to be 578.30 towards these previous day lows. And then in terms of the level below that, now this is specifically if we're gapping down. If we're gapping down, we can potentially take out the previous day lows. And if that's the case, the next level to buy calls is going to be on the pre-market chart. The next level on the pre-market chart is going to be right here towards the 575 level. That'd be a strong level of interest to be buying call options at 575. Next level below that, which would be an auto buy level to buy calls, is going to be at 572.30. Now, in terms of this make or break middle level, if the SPY's opening up flat, but more of if we're gapping down, if you're seeing a bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation below this 581.50 support, is going to flush, and you're going to want to buy put option. But if we're, opening up flat, just understand that's more like make or break, and the true best level would be towards that 584.50 to 585. If we're gapping down, keep your fucking eyes on 581.50 for fucking puts, right? Previous day lows is not going to be 100% the best level to buy calls if we're gapping down. If we are gapping down, it's going to be more focused on 575 to 572 range. If we're flat, I want calls towards previous day lows. If we're flat, I'm keeping an eye on the make or break level 581.50 for puts. If we're flat, I'm keeping an eye on 584.5 to 585 for puts. And like I said, man, if we're gapping up, that's just fucking simple. Break and fucking retest on the lower level slightly above previous closing price. That's the fucking game plan. Make sure you are using bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. I'm telling you, I have a simple curriculum, a simple system that works, but you must wait for the levels to hit and you must wait for the confirmations to hit. So if you go back to last night's game plan, I explained to you how the SPY can potentially be a bullish day in a bullish close. So when I noticed it hit one of my oversold levels, the oversold level for calls was towards the previous day lows, and it was also at 578.50. We didn't hit previous day lows. So why didn't I wait to buy those calls at previous day lows? Why did I go with a slightly higher level? Because I said, if 578.50 reacts as a break and retest level, I'm buying fucking calls. We bottomed at 578.50. You could have attempted to buy calls right here. There was an hour of support with bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. But what I chose to do in a sense was, in one of the situations, I had calls before this, I'm going to get into that, but just breaking things down in terms of a more simpler trade, instead of just getting in on calls on the initial fucking level, this trade makes more sense. It bottoms at the level. It has a massive breakout, meaning it's trying to close strong. There's no time left on the shot clock. There's only an hour left. It drops back down. It breaks in retest. It retests this previous resistance level, no longer dropping back down here. You can say, well, look, it dropped back down towards the previous lows. It might crack, but look at where it closed. It closed above the previous resistance. This 30-minute candlestick closed above the previous resistance. Therefore, that's strong and bullish, and it's a break and retest to spike right the fuck back up instead of bottoming towards those previous day lows and then spiking. That's how I knew in a sense that it wasn't going to go under those previous day lows. Once this 30-minute candlestick was a break and retest close, very, very bullish for a strong bullish close, confirming that daily chart foundation. If you're wondering what the daily chart foundation is that I'm talking about, you have to go back and watch last night's video. I'm not going to be recapping it. I'm giving you strategic game plans in curriculum, and I'm taking this history and I'm confirming that this history is going to repeat itself with my key levels and with my 30-minute candlestick system that prints. You could have used the system right here with an hour of support and bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, and you could have used the system right here where I believe it's a better opportunity to make money in a more simple and easier way to trade where it's already more confirmed. The level fucking bottomed right here. It had a massive breakout. We dropped back down. The 30-minute candlestick closed above the previous resistance right here, right? So it's obviously not going to go back fucking down. That's obviously the bottom, and we're going to close strong. Very, very simple opportunity where these 581 calls that I got in literally went from fucking 30 cents all the way to 200 cents a contract. In terms of my runners, I didn't even have stop losses. We don't use stop losses. My runners went all the way down to 11 cents. I held the trade. I was down 60%. Came back to life, went all the way to 200 cents a contract. I sold at 88 cents. If you think that's fucking crazy, well, let's get into all of the unlimited fucking winning now that the game plan is done. So in terms of the unlimited fucking winning, you guys are well aware, we're the best zero-to-eight options trading group on the fucking planet. There's not a single person or private organization out there that is printing like us at the speed of fucking light. In terms of how we like our winning, we like our winning to be cheap, low risk, biggest percentage gains in the market, and we like to win nonstop, and we like to have the highest win rate, and we like to make the most amount of trades on the day. We win during the market open, during the middle of the day, and during power hour. We are outperforming every single fucking trader in every single fucking group that you know of every single fucking day at the speed of fucking lights. You are going to see non-fucking stop, multiple fucking wins, massive fucking wins, 1000% plus profit returns at the speed of fucking light. Losing and going red is a personal choice. If you make a 1000% win, that means you can have 9 100% losses. Losing streaks do not exist in terms of Team Roar. If you can't afford to take a loss and take it out, don't fucking trade. These are the cheapest, lowest risk contracts with the biggest percentage gains. If you can't be profitable in this, you stand no fucking chance. In terms of our traders, we have 10 years of experience trading in this type of style, and we are winning non-fucking stop. So I'm going to show you in terms of what a real-time zero-to-eight options trading alert system looks like. As you can see right here, during the market open, in the pre-market, we have the newly updated game plan. There's going to be new movement within the market during the pre-market, which can also potentially alter the nightly game plan. But we're always going to be using confirmations at our key levels in a sense. So this is the newly updated game plan as well. You can use the game plan the night before as well to your advantage as well. And it tells you exactly where to go long, where to go short. Now, in terms of the overall system, I'm not going to be breaking down all of this. If you like, you can take a quick screenshot of this, right? But to fully experience this, you need to be inside of the group to print with us at the speed of light, non-fucking stop. It's very, very important to understand. If you are too broke to afford to take a loss, quit. Trading is just not for fucking you, man. In terms of losing and going red, it's a personal fucking choice. We're winning unlimited non-fucking stop. But if you can't afford to take an L on a fucking trade to keep on fucking winning, it's just like, dude, trading's just not for you, man. Like I said, we can have one loss. It can go down 100%. 3 fucking wins in a row, multiple 100%. We're up the fuck ton, man. It's all about the percentages within this overall game. We're putting in our entire position size as our max risk per trade. The most we're willing to risk is our entire position size, our max risk per trade, which could be a couple percent of your account. If the contracts expire worthless and go to 0, that's the absolute most you lose, is what you put into the overall contracts, your max risk per trade. The most you can make is unlimited profit potential. So in terms of the first trade, 9:32 a.m., we ended up buying 470 Tesla calls for 90 cents. If you go to 470 Tesla calls right here, you're going to see these fucking calls were so far out of the money. They were so far out that there's probably members who didn't even get to take the trade on time, because in terms of the option chains, if you had the 14 strike, you had to flip it from 14 on Thinkorswim to fucking all. These were so fucking far out. We go extremely far out of the money and we sell deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains. Like I said, the cheapest, lowest barrier, lowest risk to entry with the biggest percentage gains. So in terms of this first morning trade, we got in at 9:32 a.m. at 90 cents. As you can see, as soon as we got in at 9:32 a.m., it was the exact bottom and it went to 140 cents. That is a massive win. When we are up 10 to 20%, we set a profit stop. Setting a profit stop ensures that you do not go green to red. If you are green on a trade and you set a profit stop, it is impossible to go red on that trade. You get stopped out for profits. We move the profit stop up higher to ensure that if the market has a big move against us in a very quick period of time, because you guys are well aware in terms of zero-DTE options, you can lose just as quickly as you made it. So if you made 50%, you can get back 50% just as quickly as you made it. So if you move that profit stop up higher, it's going to ensure that you get stopped out for the bulk of your gains instead of giving back the vast majority of your gains for a smaller green trade. And then you don't have to put in your entire position size into your profit stop. You can leave runners that are not within your profit stop to run and to sell deep in the money for massive percentage gains, multiple 100% profit returns, 1000% plus. So as you can see, 90 cents to 130 at the speed of fucking light in literally 8 minutes is a very, very nice win to start your day. That's nice enough where you can walk away and call it for the rest of the day. But in terms of Team Roar, we have an all-day money-making system where you can print at the speed of fucking light during the market open, during the middle of the day, and during power fucking hour. So in terms of the next massive win, you're going to see right here, we ended up buying 587 SPY calls for 73 cents a contract at 9:35 a.m. If you go to 9:35 a.m. and you go to SPY 587 calls, you're going to see we bought these calls 1 minute after the SPY had bottomed. And these calls quickly went from 68 cents to 95 cents. You're stopped out for profits with another phenomenal win. In terms of the next overall win, you're going to see right here, we ended up buying 579 SPY puts for 69 cents a contract at 11:01 a.m. So if you go to 579 SPY puts, you're going to see right here at 11:01 a.m., this is where we ended up getting in on puts. We got in on the puts right here. In the 70 cent range, they quickly went to 120 cents a contract. You're stopped out for profits. And then it ended up going back towards our initial entry. And later on into the day, it went all the way to 170 a contract. The crazy part is these same contracts where you could have quickly made a nice 100% gain there went to 1 cent a contract. And it went all the way to fucking 90. 1 fucking cents to fucking 90. Do you understand? 9,000% return on the fucking trade that we ended up buying. This goes to show you that using a stop loss is choosing to be a fucking loser. We will never use a stop loss. When you take our trades, you will see 70% of the time when we are down on a play that is down 50%, this is what we call a dead play. So when we're down 50%, the play is dead. 70% of the time, it comes back to life and it goes in the money. So even though we didn't time it right and we didn't get the best fucking entry, it still goes up 100% plus, multiple 100% plus. And when we're down on a dead play, instead of adding to the loser, we buy a second strike. And the more we trade, the better we tend to get at fucking trading on the day. The better the trades tend to be, the more we keep on fucking going. The more experience in chart development you have on the day, the more likely you are to perform better if you know what it is that the fuck you're doing. So with that being said, we buy the second strike right? And it tends to be at the exact lows and it prints fucking massively. And then both of the plays still fucking print. So instead of adding to a loser, we buy a new fucking strike. The new fucking strike tends to be way better than the first strike, but both of the trades work. We trade the trend. The trend comes back to life, but you need to not use a stop loss. If you have a stop loss, you're not going to be able to trade the trend. You're going to get stopped out, right? So with that being said, it's very, very important to ensure inside of Team Roar with our money making alert system that you do not use stop losses. And in terms of what you're putting into these contracts, you're putting in the most you're going to lose on the trade, which is your max risk per trade. The beauty of options is you know exactly how much money you're going to lose. You can lose everything you put into the contracts. What you're putting in is your max risk per trade, a couple percent of your account. What you can make is unlimited percent profit potential, sometimes in multiple 100%, sometimes thousands of percent. With that being said, if you go to the next trade, right, I'm going to break this down here for you, right? So in terms of the next one, 584 SPY calls for 53 cents a contract. If you go to 584 SPY calls right here, this is where we ended up getting in. We got in right here when it's trading in the 50 cent range, and it quickly went to 65 cents. So when you're up 10 to 20%, you set a profit stop. If you set the profit stop, you would have been stopped out for profits instead of this trade quickly turning against you. This is why it's very important to set profit stops. Sometimes the trades, when you quickly make 30, 40, 50%, you can lose it just as fast as you made it. Within a single minute, it went from 65 cents back to 49 cents. But if you set the profit stop, or if you sold the move into that, you're stopped out for fucking profits. So like I said, very, very important to set the fucking profit stops. Later into the day, those contracts ended up dropping to 15 cents and they went all the way to fucking 100 cents. It's crazy, man. This trade dropped to 15 cents, it goes to 100. The other fucking trade from 1 cent to fucking 90 cents. It's like, dude, if you're not trading for the money zero-day options, you are genuinely choosing to sleep on the best options trading alert system on the fucking planet that can consistently make you money. We have this figured out to an exact T. We have a money-making system that prints money non-fucking stop. We do not use stop losses. We trade the trend. When we are down big percentage on a play, we buy a second strike. The second strike tends to outperform the first one. Both of the strikes tend to fucking print. We add to fucking winners. We don't add to losers. When we're down on a fucking play, we buy the second strike. It's unlimited fucking winning. Now, in terms of the next trades, like I said, man, as we keep on going, we get better. This isn't over trading. This is waiting for the chart to develop. And once there's confirmations at our overall levels, the trades just keep on fucking getting better. I'm telling you, it is so much easier to trade if you just wait for the chart to develop at the key levels with the confirmations like I did during Power Hour. You know, there's a reason why they call me the Power Hour Trading King, because I have a certain skill set that works very, very well once the chart is developed with the key levels in the curriculum that I'm teaching you, the same curriculum that I'm using to trade and print at the speed of fucking light. So if you go to the next trade, 578 SPY puts for 68 cents a contract at 11:38 a.m., you're going to see right here. We got these 578 puts. This is where we got the puts right here, 11:38 a.m., and you're going to see we bought these puts towards the exact lows, and they quickly went from 60 cents all the way to 120 cents. You should have been profit stopped out at 100 cents. This small pullback right here is not big enough for you to get profit stopped out. Give yourself some room to overall breathe, right? So this small little chop here isn't big enough for you to get profit stopped out. So you should have been profit stopped out right around here in the 100-cent range for a phenomenal win. Now, if you go to the next fucking trade, and look at this, man, 1 cent to 50 cents. Where are you going to be able to do this, man? If you're trading shares, if you're trading penny stocks, you're going to be broke for fucking life. You don't stand a fucking chance. With this system, you don't need a high win rate. We have the highest win rate because we're the best, but we don't need it. You could be profitable with a 30% win rate trading the money zero-day option contracts. I'm telling you, we have a strategic system that is very, very strategic on how it is that we're making our money, man. So in terms of the next massive fucking win, because as you can see, all we do is win, and all we do is win consistently, and all we do is make the biggest fucking percentage gains in the market, and all we do is outperform every single fucking trader and every single fucking group you know of. Let's be real, man. Who the fuck do you know is showing you this every single fucking day, is giving you the opportunity to make money at the speed of fucking light every single fucking day? So let's check out 12:07 p.m. You go to 12:07 p.m. on these 5860 SPX calls for 160 cents a contract. Let's take a look. Oh, would you look at that? This is where we bought the SPX calls, right here at 12:07 p.m. at the exact fucking lows. They went all the way to 800 cents a contract. Would you look at that? You could have made 1,000% profit return at the speed of fucking light. And we held that trade. We fucking held that trade, man. I saw members within the chat. I saw a guy make over 800% profit returns, man. It was fucking insane, man. That fucking trade was absolutely fucking insane, man. For those of you who are within the chat, you fucking saw it. Look at this. We had a member fucking 775 fucking percent on 5860 SPX calls, man. It's fucking insane on what you can do, man. And he's using Robinhood. We do not recommend Robinhood. We recommend Thinkorswim. That is the best platform to be trading on, Thinkorswim. You can also look into Interactive Brokers. You can also look into Webull, right? I'm not affiliated with these brokers. I do not get commissions with these overall brokers. I would never recommend anyone to trade zero-date options on Robinhood, especially during the power hour trading session. And we use market orders. We do not use limit orders. We use market orders, and we do not set stop losses. We do set profit stops to ensure that we get stopped out for profit. We are doing the complete opposite of every single trader in every single fucking group. We're doing the complete opposite of all of them. You know, there's a reason why they say 98% of traders lose money because they don't have systems. They have the wrong fucking systems. You're going to see, man, a lot of people in the future, they're all going to try to copy us because they realize we have the best system. We've optimized for something that's cheap, low risk, biggest percentage gains, highest fucking win rate in the game. Contracts are so fucking cheap. You can put in your max risk per trade, make massive gains. Let the holding of the trade do the work for you. Let the percentage gains of the work do for you. Stop risking large amounts of money to make small amounts of money and getting stopped out for losses. Instead, risk less, pay less, hold longer, win big percentage-wise. You're going to outperform everyone on the dollars and on the percentage gain. Look at this, man. 2 contracts at 80 cents turned into $1,200. Do you understand? This person invested $160 into a trade, and he made over 8 months the cost to stay in this monthly subscription. Do you understand how fucking massive Team Roar is? This company is hitting new all-time highs in memberships every single fucking day. I'm looking at the retention rate, and I'm saying, dude, nobody's fucking leaving. 90% are choosing to fucking stay. We have hundreds of members who've been with us from the start for over 15 fucking months. It's unlimited fucking winning here, man. Losing and going red is a personal fucking choice. So you would think after a 1000% return on SPX fucking calls that it would stop there. But no, it just keeps on fucking winning. It's nonstop fucking winning. It's unlimited fucking printing inside of here. So, in terms of the next fucking trade, 581 SPY calls for 65 cents a contract at 12:39 p.m. So you go to these 581 calls. Remember these 581 calls that I bought at fucking 30 and they went to fucking 200? Remember that? Look at what G-Roar did. G-Roar listened. He bought the calls at my fucking levels. What the fuck did you do with my levels? You think you're going to use my levels and use my curriculum and trade better than us? We have 10 plus years of fucking experience. We give you the opportunity to make money before you join the fucking group. But if you think you're going to outperform us, man, good fucking luck. 10 plus years of fucking experience. I've been through every fucking brick on the fucking wall, man. I walked through every fucking fire you can fucking imagine. We are the chosen ones. We are the best options trading group on the fucking planet. There is nobody who's printing like us at the speed of fucking light. Did you see that SPX trade I just fucking showed you? Look at this. But then we have the 581 calls right fucking here in the 60 cent range. They went all the way to 300 a contract. Who the fuck do you know is calling out back-to-back 1000% gains during the middle of the day, not even during fucking power hour. And then I show up during fucking power hour, buy the calls towards the exact fucking lows, they go from 30 to 200. Are you awake? Have you accepted the fact that we are the best? Have you accepted it within your heart? You don't have to like us, that's completely fine, but have you accepted that we're the best? We are the absolute best zero-date options trading group on the fucking planet. Our memberships, our retention rate is all-time fucking highs. We win and we print for our members non-fucking stop. It's like, dude, I'm looking at the price of what we charge. I'm saying, dude, it's like fucking free to be here. This is the best fucking investment you can make on the fucking planet. There's small accounts coming in here with a couple $100 into a trade. They're flipping into thousands. I'm saying, like, dude, we should be charging more. We should raise the fucking price. This fucking investment is just too fucking good. There's nothing else like this on the fucking planet. Where are you gonna find this many wins, this many big wins, this much consistency in a single fucking day, every single fucking day? What the fuck did I tell you, man? I told you. When G-Roar, post-surgery, right? Done with fucking surgery, I told you. He's gonna be back stronger and better than ever. When we get fucking hit, we get the fuck back up stronger and fucking better than fucking ever. Nobody can fucking stop us from fucking printing, man. I'm telling you, we print non-fucking stop. It's unlimited fucking printing. It's unlimited fucking winning. So, that was the trades. And in terms of my overall trades, like I said, man, I went over the one during power hour. Before that, let's quickly get into that, man. This is fucking crazy, man. Take a look at this. Take a look at this one, man. Where's the 583 fucking calls? Take a look at this. So I'm gonna get into my trades. I went over the one during power hour, so that one's out of the way. This was the one before that. 583 calls at 64 cents at 11:05 a.m. So I bought these 583 calls at 11:05 a.m. You go to 11:05 a.m. on these fucking calls, you're gonna see this is where I ended up getting in, right? So if you go to 11:05 a.m. on the 585 calls, let's see. So as you can see, 583. You go to 583 calls right here. This is where I got in. I got in at the exact low of the dip. You see that? 11:05 a.m. This is the exact fucking lows. The calls went to 86 cents and 100 fucking cents. And the crazy part is they dropped all the way fucking down to 15 cents a contract, and then they spiked all the way to fucking 120. Fucking crazy, man. Sold that for 100% nearly. Fucking killed it. Trade before that was a loss. I had one loss on the day. And the trade before that, the calls went from 80 to fucking 90. So that was a win as well. They went up 20% plus, added into the fucking dip. Unlimited fucking winning, unlimited fucking printing. So, man, let's be real. Who do you know is showing you this every single fucking day? I told you, man. G-Roar, you understand? Anonymous multimillionaire trader. The fucking Scream is running around slaughtering every fucking trader in every fucking group that you fucking know of. You do not stand a chance betting against us. You will lose all your fucking money. Not having access to our system and to your trades, you are genuinely choosing to sleep on us and stay fucking broke. So I would strongly recommend that you join this group and gain experience with multimillionaire traders who have 95% plus success rates, who are buying cheap, low risk, far the money option contracts, who are printing the speed of fucking light, who have the biggest percentage gains in the fucking market, who are winning non-fucking stop. I would suggest you get in a secured private network or secured private organization before you are left behind. Because I'm telling you, we have members who've been dedicated in here for over 15 fucking months. They're making $500 a day, $1,000 a day. There's many multimillionaires in here. There's a lot of people, they don't even use the fucking community chat. Some people are just here to fucking trade and use the trades to their fucking advantage. Whether that's to follow the overall system, use the trades in their confluence as fucking confirmation, however they want to use the fucking system, right? And then there's other people, they do use the community. But I'm telling you, we have hundreds of members. They don't even use the fucking community. They have no interest in the fucking community and networking because they're so fucking busy printing. But you can use the community as a way to ask us questions as well. You can ask us questions in the chat and we can guide you within the chat on the overall plays. So if you want to surround yourself in a secured private network of multimillionaires with decades of experience trading far out of the money options, zero-day option contracts with the highest win rate in the game and the biggest percentage gains, it is the first link down below in the description. The beauty of our system is it's cheap. It's low risk in terms of what we charge to join our group. It's very, very fair. It's not too high. It's not too low. It's very affordable for small accounts. We could charge a lot more, but we do think of the small accounts as well. Because at the end of the day, we've decided as a company that we want to charge a fair price, but affordable enough where everybody can print, even the small accounts. So with that being said, this is the best investment you can make, man. We buy cheap, low risk, far out of the money option contracts. We buy zero-day options and we day trade them. Right? So we're not really scalping them. But if we make a massive fucking win a couple minutes at a time, that can turn into a scalp and we get profit stopped out. But the main focus is to really day trade and hold for the bigger wins. But sometimes, a day trade can turn into a scalp and you can make a massive fucking win in a quick period of time, depending on the timing and the move of the trade. We set profit stops to ensure that we don't go green to red. We move the profit stops up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains if the market has a big move against our overall trade. We do not set stop losses. Inside of Team Roar, what you're putting into the contracts is what you're willing to risk. Your max risk per trade could be a couple percent of your account. The contracts tend to be below 50 cents a contract. If you can't afford to lose $50 on one contract, don't fucking trade. We had a guy today buy 2 contracts at $80 on SPX. He flipped 160 into 1200. Where the fuck are you going to be able to risk 160 to make 1200? And then right after that, we had a 1000% on 581 calls. And then after that, during power hour, I called out a fucking SPY 581 calls, that went from 30 cents to 200 cents. Who the fuck do you know is doing this? Are you awake yet? I'm trying to awaken you. I'm trying to bring you into the light. I'm trying to show you that there's something special here. And this does not exist. You cannot find this anywhere else. What other person do you know of is showing you this? This amount of wins, this amount of printing, non-fucking stop every single fucking day, unlimited fucking winning. You understand how fucking massive Team Roar is? So, no fucking stop losses inside of Team Roar. If you can't afford to lose, don't fucking join. If you're going to use stop losses, don't fucking join. It's not part of a system. We've created a system. This is not buy and sell alerts. This is a strategic system. No stop losses, set profit stops. Max risk per trade is what you put into the contract. If the contracts expire worthless and go to zero, you lose. If the contracts go up, you always win because you set a profit stop when you're up 10% plus, right? And you move the profit stop higher to ensure that you get stopped out for the bulk of your overall gains. We leave runners, we sell the runners deep in the fucking money. We've created a system that has genuinely broke the fucking stock market, man. If you are not with this system and optimizing for a far out of the money option 0-8 system, you are genuinely choosing to sleep on the greatest opportunity within the stock market, man. Do you understand? This system launched 15 plus months ago. And what I'm telling you is, we're dedicated to creating the best fucking system to make us and to make our members money. We want everyone to fucking print. We want our network to make the most amount of money, to be the biggest network, to be the strongest network. And if you just take a look at our trades, there's no fucking comparison in terms of the amount of wins, the percentage gains of wins, the fucking timing, in terms of the system, no stop losses, max risk per trade, cheap, low risk, barrier to entry. If you have a small account, use a fucking cash account. Do not trade on fucking margin. You know, it's just like what we've created does not fucking exist. And it just keeps on fucking getting better. So you tell me, if you buy far out of the money option contracts, they give you the most options within the market. So as someone who's not just a trader and a businessman and entrepreneur, what the fuck do you think is going to happen in the next 10 fucking years? This is going to be the biggest private network in the fucking nation. Do you understand? You can be a part of a massive fucking network where we're going to expand. We're going to fucking take over, man. And it starts with far out of the money option contracts. So if you want to surround yourself with a special community who's dedicated to mastering this system, the way to trade is to trade alongside the best. You want to learn how to trade? Trade alongside the fucking best who are trading non-fucking stop. This isn't over trading. This is over fucking winning. Now, it's just non-stop fucking winning because as we keep on trading, the trades just tend to get better. As the chart develops more, at the key levels, there's more fucking confirmations. It's unlimited fucking winning, man. Do you understand? Like, even today, man, I told the chat, I was in the fifth dimension. We left the third dimension in 2023. We left the third dimension. I was trading in the fifth dimension when I made that fucking trade on calls. It's fucking insane in terms of what you can do inside the fifth dimension, man. But like I said, man, if you're serious about making money, it's the first link down below within the description. We have a fuck ton of members. We are making fuck you money. Do you understand? We print nonstop. All-time highs every single day on the company. All-time highs on the portfolio. Non-fucking stop. It's just a straight fucking line up. It just keeps on fucking going up. It's like, dude, if you are genuinely choosing to sleep on this, you are choosing to stay broke. Dedicate yourself to a system. This is not just trade alerts, buy and sell. This is a system. You understand? This is very strategic. And the multi-millionaires, right? They're going to create the best fucking system. And they have the most experience. We are dedicated. We trade all day, non-fucking stop, assisting our members who are taking the trades and using them to our advantage as well within their confluence. Do you understand? Nobody stands a chance. There's no fucking competition. You know, we're truly chosen and we're truly blessed. This is what it's like to be at the fucking top, man. I'm telling you, it's like, dude, I'm at the fucking top. I'm looking around. I'm saying, man, nobody fucking prints like us. Nobody's fucking doing this. I'm like, dude, who the fuck is doing this? It's like, man, when you really make it at the top, you realize most people aren't willing to climb this high. And most people, they're just not chosen and they haven't put in the time and put in the fucking work to dedicate themselves to this craft. I'm telling you, man, this takes 10 fucking years to figure out. This took me over 10 fucking years to figure out how to trade far out of the money option contracts, man. I started with fucking penny stocks, ETFs, in the money options, and then it finally clicked with far out of the money option contracts. And now we create systems, not just buy and sellers. We create systems that make people money with the lowest risk and the biggest gains. Do you understand? You're optimizing for the best fucking system. If you do not join this group, you will be left behind. You're going to see every single fucking day, unlimited fucking winning, 1000% gains, non-fucking stop. Nobody fucking prints like us. There's no fucking comparison. For $20,000, I will personally wire $20,000 into your account. If you can find another person or another fucking group who's fucking printing like us, it does not fucking exist. Do you understand? Nobody's fucking doing this. Every single fucking day, I'm showing you all of the massive fucking gains we're making, man. This could be you. You could trade alongside us and gain the experience. If you're serious about making money, it's the first link down below within the description. With that being said, I will see you guys within the chat. We're going to absolutely fucking destroy the market.